Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and it's time for our show with Aaron and Franklin. And I had a chance to talk with, we made it through the first month of hurricane season, and we're rolling into July now. And we've made it through the first month, but we've still got a long ways to go. And so I had a chance to talk to Chandra with Aaron and Franklin Engineering on what you should do if you have a home down here and it's not in the rental pool, what you should do every time you leave your home in case you can't make it back down here before a storm hits or a storm in close proximity like Burl. And here's what she had to say. Chandra, thanks for taking time for us. It's July. We made it through the first month of June of hurricane season. And, our season really doesn't peak until right after Labor Day. And so we've been watching models, and you and I were talking about the GFS. I don't know where it's been this year, but it's throwing, at one point a couple weeks ago, it showed two major hurricanes in the Gulf, and all the other models were showing high pressure over the Gulf. So
Right.
I don't know what's happening, but what do people, this time of year when you leave your house, if it's not in the rental pool and you're going to be gone for a couple weeks, especially a lot of people live in Beaumont within 50 to 75, 100 miles of here. If a hurricane was going to hit, they're going to be taking care of their homestead house, not their,
Correct.
and still have to take care of their second house. What's some of the things that Aaron and Franklin suggests that you do this time of year if you're leaving your house and you're not going to be back for a couple weeks? What should you do to be prepared in case you can't make it back?
Right. That's exactly right, David. I mean, you absolutely don't want to be going against the flow, trying to get like from a Beaumont, from Houston, from, Dallas, trying to get back down to the beach to secure the home. You want to just, every time you walk away from it for, more than a week or so, you want to just be able to just wash your hands of it and know that it's going to be okay. That's the nice thing about having impact rated windows and doors, is that you don't have to worry about shuttering. If you have manual shutters that you can lower and raise, that's great. I would absolutely do that every time you leave, because that's one of the best ways that you can protect the exterior of your home. You don't want to have any projectiles fly through it, because even if you're prepared, your neighbor may not be, right? So
Right.
we still have to prepare like, we're in a vacuum here. But think about all the things that you use when you're out. You've got furniture, you've got grills, you've got plants, things like that. Anything that could become a projectile, you definitely want to make sure that you have secured that, whether that's in a garage area, strap it down, bring it inside, whatever, just to make sure that those things don't become a projectile. Because the last thing you want to do when you're worried about your house in Beaumont is having to worry about your beach house
Right.
as well. So we want to make sure that you just kind of spend that extra 30 minutes before you head out to put those things away, lock stuff up, secure it the best you can, so that when you walk away, you have peace of mind and you know that your house, can make it through the storm. I mean, the other thing you need to think about is if you're in a V zone and your lower level is breakaway, we have to assume that everything in there is going to be gone.
Right.
So, and all those things are going to become
Floating
projectiles
debris.
or floating debris, right, for other structures. So as much as you can, secure those things, not just to say the breakaway wall, but maybe to the pile itself or to each other. So it's less likely to have that impact. So
I've always told people, don't have anything down here you can't afford to lose.
exactly, especially
Because
breakaway, anything below flood elevation. Just,
yeah.
yeah.
And when Ike hit, so we moved boats out 3 or 4 or 5 days early. We moved, at the time we had some RVs down here, but I forgot my fishing poles because I was guiding at the time at the bait camp that I ran out of.
Mm-hmm.
And so a buddy of mine called me. He said, "Hey, did you get everything out? I'm down here." And I said, "Yeah, but I forgot my fishing poles." So he ran over and picked them up for me because it was, ground level.
Mm-hmm.
But he forgot his.
Oh no.
And so when it was
Yeah.
all said and done, he said, "Well, I got yours, but I forgot to go back by my house and get mine." And so
Oh
they're
no.
somewhere between
Hmm.
Bolivar and I-10
Right.
north of us.
That's
So,
funny. Yeah,
but
and that's
pictures too. Take pictures of the outside of your house, the inside of your
exactly.
house. And I know some people when I hit, their daughter actually came down was just happened to be down a couple weeks before, and she took video and pictures of everything because they hadn't done an update, and you add
Right.
things, and that really helped in the insurance process. Was those pictures that were dated like 2 or 3 weeks before? So I always tell people, man, after Memorial Day weekend, take pictures of your house and put them online or in the cloud, and you'll always have them,
That's
from
right.
one year to the next. So,
That's
um,
good.
well, thanks for joining us on Windows. If you have the special break, more or less, I guess they're like shatterproof windows.
Yeah, the impact rated windows. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need any other cover on them, do you?
Mhm. No,
Yeah,
I mean the impact windows. There's a little bit of misinformation about that. They feel like that they can never break, but it's more like your car window.
right.
So it's like it will shatter, but it has that film that kind of holds it
In
together.
place.
So it can break, but it just won't cause
Unless
an
a two by
opening.
four goes through
Yeah,
it or something.
it'll break, it'll penetrate it, but it won't cause that giant opening by just
Opening.
shattering the whole thing out. So that's what we're trying to do is we're trying to minimize openings in the structure because what happens is you start getting pressure changes between the outside and the
In the
inside, and that's
inside.
where you suck off the roof, blow out the
Yeah.
wall, things like that. And that's where we start having major damages to
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully, we don't have any close calls or any calls at all this year.
Yeah.
I'd like to make it another 3 or 4 years.
Beryl was
at
this
least.
time last year, so we just got to be, and it was only a one, but it
Well,
was
it was
still
a
a lot of
one,
damage.
and it was 50 miles from us to the west, but that put us on the bad side of it, and we
Hmm.
had wind gusts up to 101, 103, I'd heard. So, and I was out in it, so yes, I can say it wasn't a pretty sight, and I'll
Yeah.
rethink things next time. So, well, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next week with more, but right now we're going to take a cruise down the beach. Well, there you have it on what to do to get ready and be prepared and watch. And I can tell you, Bolivar Live is going to keep you connected and informed on anything going on down here, whether it's heading our way or just heading across the Texas Gulf Coast, heading into Florida or Mexico or Louisiana. But I can tell you, we're going to keep you posted. That's what we're here for. And we'll give you our opinions and let you know about any kind of evacuation orders, whether they be voluntary or mandatory. But the biggest part is be prepared. Make sure you have photos of your home, video clips, walk through the house now and take those so that you're prepared in case something does happen, which I hope it doesn't. So anyway, hope everyone's having a great summer so far. I know we are. We're looking forward to seeing everyone the rest of July, and we're going to head on out. Check out that beach view. Imagine strolling down the beach like that gentleman there, enjoying the coastal breeze, getting a little exercise, and just feeling the vibes of Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. Come explore Bolivar Peninsula in 2025. And if you can't make it down, you can always see it live through our live webcams at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. God bless, and bye-bye. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.